Welcome to Freescaling's 6 rules to help you think like an improviser. Rule number 1, switch your ears on. Improvisers are always listening, expanding their own internal music library. That's why Freescaling begins with Breaking Loose, a song you learn by ear, listening and repeating.
Here's the first phrase. I'll play it, you listen, and then you play. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Even a beginner can play Breaking Loose. It's a simple melody. But the simplicity isn't the point. The point is what it feels like in your body to listen on purpose, to really pay attention to what you're hearing. Breaking Loose introduces theory, major triad, relative minor, major scale, octave, all through listening. Even an inexperienced student can start to hear and absorb these concepts. With no reading required, students can listen more attentively to how their playing fits into the musical production. Rule number 2, feel your music. Throughout Freescaling, you'll find suggestions to hum a melody line or clap a rhythm. Learning to not just hear music, but feel it in your body moves the music deeper. Module 2, the playing field, illustrates how moving your hands into different positions on the keyboard produces different melodic results. These positions sound different, but they also feel different, and you'll play differently. If you want to think like an improviser, let music be a whole body activity. Rule number 3, harmony is context. Every Freescaling module has its own set of backing tracks. Each track gives you a different harmonic context for your melody. Swing feels different from straight. Minor sounds different from major. Vital information when you're thinking like an improviser. Having a band to play with makes you sound good, even if you're a beginner. That's important because it feels good to sound good. All told, the Freescaling universe has over 350 different backing tracks, 30 plus hours, covering all the keys. Rule number 4, start with rhythm. When asked how he improvised, the legendary trumpet player Dizzy Gillespie said, "Find a rhythm and hang some notes on it." This is a central shift for anybody who wants to think like an improviser. Instead of worrying about what note to play, focus on rhythm. Freescaling is a rhythm-driven program. The heart of Freescaling is Rhythmetrics, the amazing idea generator. Rhythmetrics lets you combine nearly 100 one-measure rhythms to generate whole pages of ideas. When you put those rhythms over a backing track, you've got instant improvisation. You can hear the rhythms in the chooser by auditioning them, and you can feel them in your body by clapping them. Along the way, Rhythmetrics provides great training in rhythmic sight reading. You won't always play the rhythms right, but that so-called mistake is just a new rhythmic idea. Which brings us to Rule 5 of thinking like an improviser. There are no wrong notes. Freescaling is built around the major scale. The Keys to the Kingdom module lets you explore the scale in all 12 keys, with finger exercises, rhythm games, chord explorations, and of course, Rhythmetrics. The scale is a frame. You know what's inside, you know what's outside. When you're improvising a phrase and you play a note outside the scale, on purpose or by accident, it might sound odd, even wrong at first. But when you resolve your phrase by stepping back into the scale, your odd note not only sounds right, it sounds interesting. If we know how to use them, our mistakes are often better than our ideas. Rule number 6, the experience is the point. The fun of fooling around, of connecting to our own creative spirit, of exploring in the moment, there's nothing else quite like it. That's why Freescaling created the Playday structure, which gives you a week of practice assignments with just a few clicks. In the beginning of the week, you select 4 rhythms. By the end of the week, you've explored those rhythms in literally hundreds of different ways. Even 5 minutes a day, about the length of a backing track, starts building your improvising chops. This moment is the point. Today's discoveries are the treasure. There you have it. 6 easy rules and tools for learning to think like an improviser. Let's play.